we're here with Cathyrn, and she is an amazing leader on the team, and she's a top customer gatherer, and has done that in a short period of time. She's got well over 100 customer points now, and she's going to be on her way to promoting to regional director probably on just customer acquisition alone. So, Cathyrn, you've done a fantastic job gathering customers. That's kind of what I want to focus on today. I've talked to you about this before, but what I want to talk about now is a little bit more about how you actually approach customers. I'd love to maybe have you give us an example or give us an idea of what's the first thing you say to a customer when you're introducing them to your services with Zoom Energy and ACN.
First, of course, I have to make a not deep relationship or like nothing like that. Fort McMurray is a really small town, and if I meet people, of course, you have like ask them basic question: how are they doing? How's work? Blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. At first meeting, I will not introduce, hey, get an electricity. I feel like I don't want them to be scared of me every time they see me. So if I know they live in the apartment or they are renting their own house, then I will ask them, how's your usage? This and that. Then I will tell them, hey, I'm with Zoom Energy. We have a great deal as of now. We have a rewards. Number one is the rewards. Everyone, when they hear extra bonus, that's not coming from my pocket, then it's actually really good because it's guaranteed. They will email them and then you will sign up once you're a customer with Zoom Energy. Like really good deal. That's what I noticed with all of my clients when I said, hey, there's a collecting points. That's a really good deal.
I think it's fantastic that you said you start with relationship, that you don't attack them with Zoom Energy right off the bat. That's good for people to hear. The second thing is rewards, which is above and beyond value. Next, instead of talking about rate and talking about savings, you're talking about value and people getting rewards. Do you share the examples of yourself getting rewards or other people or other customers getting rewards with your new customers? Stories like that?
Yes, I will show them that this is my Zoom extras account that I'm collecting my points. I haven't claimed after I claimed the first one because I told them, oh, I'm saving this for Christmas. Like maybe I'll give this to my husband or my family, like something like that.
That's awesome. That's huge. And I think people hearing stories like your own and like other customers makes them more excited about it. I want to also talk to you about how to collect a decision with a customer, because I think sometimes new people can get a little bit nervous and don't know what to say if a customer says, I want to think about it. When you approach a customer, Cathyrn, they kind of like what you're saying, but they say, hey, maybe I need to think about it. What do you say back to a customer like that to help move them towards a decision?
With the last 2 months, we have promotion. I pushed through some of the customer that they always tell me, I'll think about it. And I said, oh, we have this promotion. And then I just missed 2 customers that they decide on September 1st. And then I told them, oh, the good deal that I've been pushing through, it's done. So what their answer is like, oh, you should tell us again right away. And I'm like, oh, I should just tell them, no, just get it. But I'm like, I don't want them to blame me just in case, because I know they're just around. They will contact me. They're my friends. Sometimes my struggle is more harder on the people that know, because in their head, they don't want to mix our friendship with this business. And then the random people, easy. I feel like also I'm confident with random people because they don't know me personally, kind of thing. But of course, it's different when if it's your family, automatic support you. But those close friends, they're like skeptical. But the random people, like from the church or anywhere I meet them, like, hey, how's your electricity usage? This and that. Let me take a look. Yeah, those kind of
That's
stuff.
awesome. Yeah, I think, approaching the price that we offer as a promotional price, because the price changes every month, even the fixed price changes every month. So when we do quotes with customers, you're right. It is good to let them know that quote only lasts for so long. And if it's a good quote and a good price, to make that decision now. I also really like that, as you said, friends and family, close friends and family, you should expect them to be your customer. But sometimes it is easier with strangers. Now, your job, because of your job in property management, I was looking for the word there. So because of your
Yeah.
job in property management, you're meeting a lot of strangers, new tenants.
Yeah.
Are there any other places that you go to network? You mentioned church. Are there any other places that you make a decision, hey, I'm going to go here to maybe network, maybe meet somebody new?
Yes, the other property, I know some people, and I'm convincing them to become an agent. But like what you said, they will not say yes at the first time. But I always think they will say yes when the right time is. Because I have other people that I've been asking, not every day, because I feel like, oh, this sounds like too pushy. So the following week, and Gaya, she will remind me, babe, how about these people? Do you know them? Oh, yeah, yeah, I should follow up. Like if you follow up, or if you just let them know that you don't forget them, I'm here. If you're ready, just let me know. In due time, they will approach you like, hey, let's do this now. And ooh, that's it.
I think that one of the keys to your success is follow up. I've seen that with every top customer gatherer. You need to follow up. To make this realistic, Cathyrn, I'd love for you to maybe think about this a little bit in your head. You don't have to have an exact number or anything like that, but let's say out of 20 customers, right? How many of them would you say? Oh, and this is just approximate, okay? But out of 20 customers, how many would you say sign up pretty quick, and how many would you say you have to follow up with out of 20 approximately?
Probably five of them. 15, yes, for sure. Sometimes they're like, hey, I thought you're going to contact me for electricity. And I'm like, well, you said you don't want to decide yet. And I don't want to be sounds like, oh, she's really eager for the money. Like, of course, I will not disclose with them how much money I get. I'll just say, I have a quota. If I get certain amount, then I will get some money. Like, because they will ask, like, oh, you're rich. And then I'm like, yeah, but not. I wish.
What's great, and what I'm hearing from you, Cathyrn, is that you have, as other top customer gatherers, you have to follow up. The majority of customers, might not make a decision right there on the spot. That you do have to follow up multiple times, and then being
Yeah.
transparent. The what I'm hearing from you is that being honest, being transparent, being yourself, not being pushy, not trying to force them to be a customer. I think people appreciate that and they like that, and that's why you have so many customers.
Yes. And also, I think it comes with maturity. I try to get into different businesses, and then when they say no, it's hard to get another energy or another push, like, no, I can do this. But this time, in my head, if one door closed, there's another customer I will meet for sure somewhere down there. Because it's hard when you receive lots of no and think about it. It's just like, oh, maybe he will say no again. And that's not how it's supposed to. You have to still try. Because my investment is just introducing, like talking. And I love talking. Sometimes I'm just hanging out longer, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh, Cathyrn is at Zoom Energy. Ask her how much, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's good to know. Or I will tell some of my friends that if you don't support me, just tell anyone that's looking for electricity or energy provider to come with me. I'm not a big company, like not big like other company. This is my small business. It's just like hard to convince when it's your friends. It's just
You know
like
what? I,
weird.
I love it because number one, again, in terms of following up and touching base with customers, is just making sure that again you're transparent and you're just kind of letting them know that you're there for them and that they can join and that you touch base with them and just remind them of the service, remind them of the quote. I love how you mentioned small business. It's great that you're talking about that too because that's a really good reason for people to become a customer. Is that they're supporting local, supporting somebody that they know. in addition to Zoom rewards. And many of the things, if you're listening to this recording, many of the things Cathyrn is talking about, you'll notice that she didn't mention price a whole lot. She didn't mention, hey, we're cheaper, promise we're cheaper, guarantee the price. She's not talking a lot about price. She's talking more about ideas that attract customers to her. Cathyrn, you also mentioned maturity. I think your maturity as an entrepreneur is showing, because many new entrepreneurs are immature and they think, like you said, a no is a no and that's it, and it's never going to happen, and they get discouraged. But a mature entrepreneur knows that it's just a no for now. Follow up. It takes, anywhere from 5 to 6 follow-ups sometimes for somebody to become a customer. And when you're doing it the right way, then you feel comfortable doing it, knowing that you provide value and you're helping somebody.
Yes.
Cathyrn, I want you to finish off the interview here with a tip from you. And if you could think back to when you started ACN and started this business, if you could give yourself some advice when you started this business that would help you, that maybe you overlooked, what's some advice that your future self would give Cathyrn, who joined ACN on day one?
Um, don't be scared and don't be shy, because there's no harm to try. Like, I miss some of my other friends that already switched to Zoom Energy. They found someone, or like um, the ACN rep. They're with ACN as well, but back in Calgary, and we're all the way here in Fort McMurray. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, they will not get it. But now that I learn more, like with this experience, no, there's no harm. Just keep trying, because there will be a time. Like I'll be shocked on Facebook, like Cathyrn is with Zoom Energy, then they will message me, those kind of stuff.
That's awesome. I love it. Thank you, Cathyrn, for your time. I really appreciate it. And this is going to help a lot of people. Congrats on all your success. Thanks a lot, Cathyrn.
Thank you. And by the way, also thank you for your support. Every time message pop up, like these got bonus, get new customer. Oh yeah, have to, like, the inspiration with the group is really a thumbs up, because it's better to have a group than by yourself, kind of thing. This business, we need each other to support each other, like to boost our like hope.
You're a part of what makes the team a great place to be. So thank you, Cathyrn, for being an
Thank
inspiration
you,
too.
Dom.
Have a great
Yeah,
day.
you
Bye.
too. Happy long weekend.